graduation ceremony is a very special event in our lives because we sense that we have reached a transition from something which has become familiar and comfortable in the last years here on campus, your home, to something completely new and uncertain. For us, faculty and staff, it is from proudly letting you go to excitingly looking forward to welcome the next batch of students in fall.
You show that it's possible to build up a community without boundaries. And it is possible to fill it with life, with passion, and with purpose. It's possible to build up a community without boundaries that has the diversity as a key asset and not as a key threat to society. And I think this is more important than ever, and I think this is the element that we need to cherish most that we learn here at Jacobs University.
This is the day that we've been waiting for. The sun will shine forever, and then it's gonna shine some more. What a day to spend with you, all day together, just a thing to do. What a day to graduate with you. What a day to graduate with you.
Here at Jacobs, most of you will agree with me that we have created our own culture that brings all the minds, perspectives, and colors together.
We have become more open-minded, persistent, tolerant, and resilient, but most importantly, at Jacobs, all of us have become the best version of ourselves, choosing the path we want to pursue.
Let's become ambassadors of the great things we learned here at Jacobs and disseminate this special Jacobs melody. We all have our own small tunes, but each and every single one of them matters. Only together we can create the perfect concert of this great big world. Thank you.
There was periods in the selection. There was one day where we had 9 hours of continuous testing, back to back, a few breaks in between. And imagine this, there's 90 of you all together and only 2 of them you can make it. Actually, there was a moment where I thought, you can just pack your bags, you can get up and walk out of this room because there's no way they're ever going to take you. And that is something where luckily enough, I reflected on this and it was a very uncomfortable feeling. And that is something, self-reflection, we've heard it from Professor Husmann, we've heard it from Professor Kappas, was also, here you are. I listened very closely, and both of them have already shared this, that it's a crucial key element for your life to be able to self-reflect. So you know you're made of a star, you know that, but know what else you're made of. Know what your emotions, what emotions you have, know what triggers you. And I can tell you, it's much more interesting if you look at the uncomfortable emotions that arise, and if you try to understand why are they there and how can I work with them through the rest of my life.
Today, you're joining a community with over 5,000 individuals who lived the same experience as you. Many who studied what you studied, had similar ambitions, and maybe even came from the same country. There's a great deal of good advice and mentorship that's available to you when you join the Alumni Association, just because you share this very special memory of having lived here for 3 years. And you have all the tools to venture out into the world. But the most precious, I believe, is your skill to build meaningful and long-lasting relationships across cultures.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better, some have gone.
I'm very proud of him, and this moment feels great. Yes, I almost cried.
With lovers and friends, I still can recall.
For me, the best part was just seeing all of my friends cross the stage and being able to say like, wow, they did it, I did it, like this is really nice to celebrate together.
I'm actually pretty proud since I'm also the first one in my family, you know, graduating from university. So it's kind of like a cool feeling, you know, to make your parents proud especially. And yeah, I'm also proud of myself. Yeah.